Good, I will hit record. And now we will just fill a minute until the thing happens. By the way, I highly recommend He-Man and the Masters of the Multiverse to everybody. I named it Crisis on Infinite Eternities. And I was explaining it to Bill. He was like, so it's like the Jet Li movie, but with He-Man. And I went, that's even better. Yes, that is exactly what it is. It just came out last year. And it was amazingly bizarre. Yeah. And if anyone knows where I can buy Astro City trades for not $1 billion, I would appreciate someone telling me that. Because apparently they're hard to find. I don't know if they're out of print or what, but there are 17 from the original. Oh, yeah, there's 17 trades. And I have 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Hey, I'm almost halfway there. Whoa! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I only have 5. Okay. I have them up on the shelf in the wrong order. That's why I was confused. Whoops. Local Heroes goes after Tarnished Angel. Duh.
Whatever you say.
Well, it does.
You just keep on telling yourself that.
I will. Meh. I found 1, 2, 3, 4, actually. 4 more at the comic shop that were in hardcover. But I don't want hardcover. When all of the ones I have are softcover, having parts of the series be hardcover is just gonna piss me off. So and they were way more expensive, so I didn't buy any of those. I guess I'll make the rounds of some comic shops around here. As much as I haven't found a comic shop around here that I don't despise in years, I guess it's time to give them another shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, okay. Here we go. How long have I been recording? 3 minutes. Oh yeah, okay, that's fine. Here we go. Now jam! Hello everyone and welcome to the Mana Pool. This is episode 624 of the Mana Pool. I am Chewy and I am exhausted.
Still here.
I'm still here, yes. Cause we got to do a show. I got home in plenty of time to do a show. I was out of town helping mom with stuff since Monday. So yeah, but we're back, and now we're podcasting, and I'm here, and I'm totally awake, and not in pain. Both of those things, well, not in any more pain than usual. Both of those things are actually true. I was not being misleading at all. But hey, other dorks, who are you?
Hey, I'm Brian. I'm the lead Rambler Tangent Master of the group, and spiders. Yeah, let's go with spiders. No?
Hell no.
Nah, I'm sticking with spiders. Who else is here?
I'm Mike. I'm the rules guy and game lore guy and rabbits.
I'm Dirk, the self-proclaimed greenest man alive and moral compass of the group, and I say demon, because there's a demon that will probably eat Mike.
Probably.
Like, I'm looking through the cards right now, and the one that stuck out to me was a new demon. that I haven't seen before. I'm like, oh, they'll probably eat
So-
Mike.
Wait, were we naming creature types from the set or just
Oh, I was whatever.
critters?
I thought we were just naming animals.
I just wanted to see where everybody would go with it. So if you think I had any plan for that, I was
This
like,
tells you
spiders.
psychologically where our brains are.
I
Right
specifically picked something I knew would make Chewie go no, and then I just thought I'd see where Mike went with it. I don't see any rabbits, Mike. What's up with that?
I was gonna say pangolins, and then because
And then I
they're
messed
awesome.
But then Dirk goes.
and then Dirk
goes,
went demons, and my brain came to a screeching halt. What? And then I was
Okay.
like, "Are there rabbits in this set?" Wait.
So I guess we're making a spider rabbit demon, which makes a lot of sense. That's also a pangolin. You
that
know?
would definitely be a Simic thing.
Yeah, it was.
Where the demon came from, I don't know, but that sounds very Simic-y to me.
But if anyone could figure out how to do genetic experimentation on a demon, it would be them.
Or is it that the Simic created something and then a demon was like, I'll take that and twist it to my own means, made it into a demon, and their new creation then killed the old demon. I see a story forming here. Oh, this is great.
We
you
could
go.
tell. But okay, before we tumble any further down that rabbit hole, Dirk, tell us about this
You
demon.
mean spider hole, but yeah, go ahead.
Pangolin hole.
Pangolin hole. Hobbit hole.
Wait.
Not a dirty hole, but sorry.
No.
What have we been reading? It's the Archfiend of Sorrows.
Oh, I guess I should get that on the screen. Hang on. There we go.
So for 5 and 2 black, it's a 4/5 uncommon demon with flying. When Archfiend of Sorrows enters the battlefield, creatures your opponent control get -2/-2 until end of turn. And it has Unearth of 3 and 2 black.
Now Mike's not gonna kill himself with this.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
card
you might
rules.
actually do some damage with this.
Yeah,
It's
this
just
is
really expensive.
really freaking sick, actually.
What do you mean? It only costs 5.
It's true.
Yeah. And
As
the
a
art
reminder,
is-
Unearth is pay the cost as a sorcery, and it jumps out of the graveyard to the battlefield, gets haste, and then you exile it at the beginning of the end step, or if it would leave the battlefield. So, essentially, it's pay 5 for a opponent's creatures getting -2/-2, and then they have to deal with a 4/5 flying haste thing. I would pay 5 to deal 4 to an opponent and give all the creatures -2/-2.
Potentially.
I'm just saying.
Mhm.
Also, was there not a card called Bone Shards already?
I
That's
have
what
been struggling
I
with
thought
that.
it was. I couldn't figure that out. But then I finally, looked it up. Like I should have started with.
Like
Bone
a not a
Splinter.
dumbass.
Yeah, Bone Splinters was the.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. The whole time Dirk was reading that, I was staring at Bone Shards going, did they print the same name with a different ability? That can't... No, I know they didn't.
Yeah.
Because of all of the screw-ups they've done, that's one of the big ones, that there are safeguards in place.
Mm-hmm. Like, I don't remember this being able to target planeswalkers. What happened? I didn't think you had the option to discard a card either.
All
What's
right,
going
hang
on
on.
here?
We're gonna look up Bone Splinters just for... There it is. Just to show people. It costs a single black. As an additional cost, you sack a creature and it says destroy target creature. Bone Shards costs a single black. As an additional cost, you sack a creature or discard a card, and it destroys creature or planeswalker. Okay.
Is Bone Splinters also a sorcery?
Yes.
Okay.
They are both sorceries. I'm glad I'm not the only one. That was killing me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we've got the rest of the incarnations. I think.
We do.
Right.
Because I saw
We
a
do.
couple more while I was scrolling down to that.
We did the blue one and the black one last time.
Is there a white one?
There's a white one.
There's a white one.
There's one in every color.
What the hell is it called? Oh, no, that's not it.
Solitude.
It's called Solitude.
I was on it.
How it works.
Good at this game.
3, you want me to do it?
Sure, why not?
For 3 and 2 white, it's a 3/2 with flash, lifelink, and when Solitude enters the battlefield, exile up to one other target creature. That creature's controller gains life equal to its power, and it has evoke. Exile a white creature,
Nope.
white card from your hand.
Wait.
God, this thing says a lot.
It's a Swords to Plowshares
It's a Swords to Plowshares
that can be free,
that can be free.
Yeah.
or it can also be a 3/2 with lifelink.
And flash, which is important.
Yes.
That's... Huh.
I mean, the combat math is just staggering on this. Okay, I attack into you, and maybe you're tapped out, because then it's safe to attack you. And I flash this in, and get rid of your big guy, and block something else,
Well,
and
no.
gain...
Evoke won't allow it to,
Oh, that's
block.
true.
Because it'll just go away if you evoke it.
That's true. If you have the 5 mana, you can get it gets even worse. But then
If you
you're
have
also
5 mana up, yeah, your opponent's gonna have a bad day.
but they're also attacking into you while you have 5 mana up too, which is white. I mean, there's just all sorts of things. I'm sorry, I was scarred by Settle the Wreckage. So I guess that's on you. But at some point you got to attack, right? And if you don't attack, then they can do this anyway. It doesn't say exile target attacking or blocking creature. It's
All right,
just
Brian is now reaching, so let's go to something else.
sounds good.
We did black.
We did black.
Grief. Yes, we covered grief.
Yeah, we did grief. What's the
Did
red?
we cover subtlety
Subtlety?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Did we?
in blue?
In
Well,
blue?
let's do it real quick. I thought we
Yes,
did.
we did, because we were wondering, wait, who chooses to put it on the top or the
Oh,
bottom?
yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
So in red we have Fury with
Of course.
sick art. For 3 and 2 red is a 3/3 elemental incarnation with double strike, which is already pretty good. I like double strike. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 4 damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers. And has evoke of exile a red card from your hand.
Huh.
Now, this does not have flash, so pay close attention to that when you're playing it.
That is
Correct.
important.
This is essentially sorcery speed.
Because I think all of the other 4 do have flash.
Yeah.
So don't confuse yourself.
But maybe giving a 3/3 double striker flash is that can also nuke something. That's probably too good.
Wait, grief doesn't have flash. Never mind.
Group doesn't have flash? No. Oh well. Yeah.
It's just the white blue, and the green one. The green one that I can't find.
The black
Endurance.
green,
There we go.
the black one discard being on a flash creature would be most discard. I'm not gonna say all, but most discard is sorcery speed. So I like Fury. 3/3 double strike is good. Damage is good. It's all good.
Yeah, it's basically it's a lot like an upgraded version of, well, that was an instant, of the red pitch spell from Alliances that I can't remember the name of right now.
Wait, I thought
Oh,
that was
oh.
Balduvian Hordes.
No, Balduvian Hordes.
No, that was the Jusum. Never mind. I remember it had discard in it, though. So my brain said it was a pitch spell. Shut up! What was the red pitch spell? I can see the freaking art.
Okay, we got it in chat. It was Pyrokinesis.
Oh, hey, chat. I have lost chat. Hey, chat. Pyrokinesis. Right, okay. I remember that card. Anyway. Fury's alright. It is still a 3/3 double striker, too, though, so there's that.
Yes.
Okay, so Endurance. Which I haven't read a card yet. So for 1 green is a 3/4 elemental incarnation with flash and reach. And of course, it evokes by exiling a green card from your hand. And when it enters the battlefield, up to one target player puts all the cards from their graveyard on the bottom of their library in a random order. Ooh.
Hey, target Mike.
Yeah,
Oh, now you'll make Mike sad.
I will be sad.
But that means
Yeah.
we get to live for like 3 turns.
And because it has flash, yeah.
Hmm.
I also
Yeah,
like. Go ahead.
Yeah, Endurance is one where at just 3 mana, and with the great deal that you're getting on the creature itself, you're probably going to be casting this as a creature often. But being able to pitch a green card is a great, just like an emergency, don't lose the game button
Yeah.
feature.
I like how this completely nullifies Mill. The turn that, they're like, oh, and by the way, your library's in your graveyard. I'm like, that's fascinating. Now my graveyard is my library. Aha.
Yeah. Or they're like, oh, resurrect Grizzlebrand. You're like, please don't.
Yeah. How about no?
Yeah.
So those are the incarnations. What do we think about them?
They're
Great.
they don't seem to be the best for the way we play. These are much more focused on one-on-one play.
Yeah, because each of them has a enters the battlefield one-shot effect versus a continuous effect on the battlefield, as opposed to the incarnations we've seen before. Both the first cycle and the second cycle both had kind of static abilities.
Yeah, I mean, they're good, just not for my purposes, but they're definitely good cards.
Mm-hmm.
I can see all of these, most of these, at least making somewhat of a splash, even if it's tiny in Modern.
Yeah. Hey, Mike.
Hey,
Yes.
Mike.
If we're done talking about the incarnations, I want you to explain what I'm looking at when I look at Chitter Spitter. What am I looking at?
I've had to do some thinking about that too. Let's check this
It
out.
reminds me of the quantum tunnel from the MCU.
Yeah,
But, okay.
it's some kind of magical. It's some kind of magical artillery device
Yeah.
that the squirrels have that just launches acorns at people.
I don't know what was so hard about that.
Okay, is the acorn come? Okay, I thought the acorn was going in. I guess the MCU has ruined it. I thought an acorn was going in and a squirrel was like popping out or something. I didn't know it's a squirrel next to some sort of techno device that's glowing green. I didn't know what I was looking at.
Oh, I didn't read what the card did. That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense. That's part of the problem. Like, I think it's supposed to be. What it does is supposed to be a reference to acorn catapult. Like you throw an acorn at someone and the squirrel appears. But it's just kind of very loosely based on that concept. So Chitter Spitter, for 2 and a green, it's a rare artifact. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may sacrifice a token. If you do, put an acorn counter on Chitter Spitter. Squirrels you control get +1/+1 for each acorn counter on Chitter Spitter. You could pay 1 green and tap and create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. Now this makes even less sense. What in the crap is going on here? Where do the acorns go? Maybe they are going in. Maybe Brian's right, but then why is it a Chitter Spitter?
I don't know.
Because so you sacrifice a squirrel token,
Right.
which puts an acorn counter, which makes your squirrels bigger, and then you can also create a squirrel.
Okay, so this is a green card. It's not a black card. But is this not like luring? You get acorns counters on this. Are we not luring unsuspecting squirrels in where they're getting absorbed by this thing and then turned into more acorns with which to lure more squirrels?
No, but then you can keep making squirrels from it. I don't know.
Oh, it doesn't say sacrifice a squirrel. It says sacrifice a token.
A token.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You could turn
Yeah.
treasure into acorns into squirrels.
Or
That's
food.
the secret right there.
The forbidden alchemy.
Volrath's Bane said this card was ridiculous at the pre-release. Tap at the end of upstep? What the hell's an upstep? To make a squirrel, sack it to make bigger squirrels. I mean, yeah, we understand how it works and why it's how, like, I can see that it's good because each new squirrel that you make is bigger than the last one. But like, but it's the flavor that we're that we're failing miserably at.
Yeah, I don't get it. I saw this one earlier. I'm like, I need to make sure I ask about this because Mike will have the answers.
Hey, Chifuji just resubbed with Prime for the 26th month, and he said everything is a squirrel. Oh. all tokens.
There's a very tiny squirrel emote. Gosh, that's a tiny emote.
Is that even an emote? I can't.
It's got to be something. It's not a speck on my screen. I've already rubbed at it.
I can't tell if it's a Twitch emote or like a weird squirrel emoji or something. Apparently I can search Google for squirrel emoji. I bet Chifuji's on mobile. Chipmunk emoji. Yeah, okay. That's not a chipmunk, that's a squirrel. The upstep, after the main step and before the flunge step. Oh, okay, thanks for that. I feel better now. Anyway, now that we're done being confused by squirrels and squirrel emojis and whatnot.
There was also another incarnation that we did not go over.
I was about to say...
That really doesn't need any discussion or anything like that.
Was there a multicolored one?
Oh, I hadn't seen
Very
this
last blue one.
Wonder. Yeah, we mentioned that briefly last week for a second.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah. I don't
remember. That's a reprint. So.
Yeah.
Well, I know that. But I'm just saying, it's still an incarnation.
Yes,
yeah.
Wonder.
Yeah. It was probably the one that saw the most play from the original cycle. Not necessarily in our group, but just overall.
Okay, so a couple of cards that we should talk about.
Sure.
We've got the Sojourner's Companion.
Okay.
In Artifacts. Which is a Mere Enforcer, but it's a salamander, and it has artifact land cycling.
You just said a lot of words that, okay?
Also, Piccolo, thank you for that resub for 6 months. Just got done with a YouTube video before this. Like the last episode? Is that what you mean? Nice. But yeah, look, it's a 7-cost artifact creature. It's a 4/4 that has affinity for artifacts. It's a Mere Enforcer. But it's a salamander type instead of a mirror, and it has artifact land cycling.
And it's also a common.
Yeah. I saw various people, I think Todd Anderson was the main one, who was pointing at this and going, yep, power creep, 100%. And it's hard to argue with that. Like,
I mean...
Mere Enforcer's already a damn good card. The only reason it doesn't see play is because all the things that enable it got banned. So...
Yeah, and the other things that still remain in that deck are just so much stronger. There's no room for a 4/4 with no other abilities.
Yeah.
Right.
Even if it is free.
But this helps you get your artifact lands. Which in this set also fixes your color. So,
Yeah.
I like
Yeah, because there's a cycle of full 10 2-color combinations of indestructible artifact lands that enter the battlefield tapped.
At common.
Yep, at common.
I certainly don't see any problems arising from that. Actually,
Entering the battlefield tapped is actually pretty meaningful.
That is exactly what I was about to say. Actually, the fact that they come in tapped pretty much guarantees that they won't be too much trouble.
Yeah.
Without
because otherwise,
ridiculous shenanigans happening.
Yeah, because otherwise with with affinity, an artifact land entering the battlefield untapped
counts twice.
is worth at least 2 mana.
Yeah.
And sometimes more, depending on what else you have going on.
But It's a metal salamander, so, it's got that going for it. There's the Ornithopter of Paradise, which is a 2-mana O2 flying thopter that's common, that taps for 1 mana of any color. Get it? It's an Ornithopter and a Bird of Paradise.
And a common.
Common, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the power of Bird of Paradise was that it costs 1, so this costing 2 is fine.
Yep, but it's also colorless, so...
Yeah, so it's good to get in draft.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there was one more. Oh, Cauldron Complete. Oh my god, have you guys seen Cauldron Complete? What the hell?
I have not. Is it also an artifact?
It is also an artifact.
Okay. I see it. Should I read it out
Yeah.
loud? Okay. Cauldron Complete. And I think that's like the Phyrexian Complete.
Yeah, it is.
Costs 7. It's legendary because it's got that crown molding. Yep. Legendary artifact. Equipment. It's mythic. Living Weapon. Okay, so Living Weapon means it comes in with a 0/0 germ token attached to it.
And I think they're Phyrexian germs now. I think that got an update. Okay.
It's indestructible. Now that means that this is indestructible, not necessarily the thing that it's equipping.
Correct.
Equipped creature gets +5/+5 and has first strike, trample. There's indestructible, haste, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a creature, exile that creature, but it also has first strike.
Yeah.
And trample. This is horribly unfair. It has an equip of 7, but who cares?
Isn't this what all of the Cauldron cards put together did? I can't remember what they did.
Yes, that's the combined effect of the Cauldron equipment.
Oh, look at the art.
Yeah, because you got the helm, the sword, and the shield.
Oh, so it's
the helm made a 4/4.
Yeah, the helm was the one that made the Cauldron token.
Right.
The shield gave
and the helm gave first strike, trample, and haste.
Oh, there it is. First strike, trample, and haste. The shield gave indestructible.
Mm-hmm. And it also made the other 2 pieces of Cauldron equipment indestructible.
Correct. And then the sword gave +5/+5 and the exile that creature thing.
Yeah, and whenever this does combat damage.
Oh,
so it's all 3 versions of the Cauldron equipment at once on a 0/0.
But it's like the Phyrexians corrupted it, which is some wacky, like, alternate timeline type shenanigans, but in a nightmare fuel way.
Yeah.
And so for 7 mana, it also has a equip cost of 7, so you can give this to anything. But for 7 mana straight off the bat, you get a 5/5 that does all these things because of the germ token. Wow.
I just love that it's Cauldron.
I didn't even realize.
Like, that's a hell of a callback.
Yeah. I mean, the callbacks in this set are spot on. This is like almost, I hate to say it because I don't want it to sound like I'm disrespecting the original, but this is basically a better version of Time Spiral. Time Spiral was great, but it was messy in a lot of ways. This is like they took the best parts of the callbacks and used them instead of just like callbacks for callbacks.
Hey, let's see. Dirk.
Yep.
You should read the card right above Cauldron Complete.
Right
What?
Dermataxi.
That's the one.
So for 2, it's a 0/0 vehicle artifact that's rare. It has imprint. As Dermataxi enters the battlefield, exile a creature card from a graveyard. Tap 2 untapped creatures you control until end of turn. Dermataxi becomes a copy of the exiled card, except it's a vehicle artifact in addition to its other types.
Why is it an elephant?
Because that's what they imprinted.
That's what they imprinted, yeah. Do you get the joke, though?
The creature dies, and so it's, you've got a taxidermist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of a taxidermy, it's a dermataxi, and they turn that corpse into a car.
Taxidermy, but
Yeah, whoever named that deserves an award. I hope they got a nice big gold star to stick on their shirt for the day.
or pie to the face. Or both.
Maybe all of those.
But going to the card itself, this is really cool that any dead creature that you have lying around, you can turn into a car, and essentially it takes 2 of your creatures to crew it regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So you can discard something or other and then drive it around.
Yeah, this is a really neat, funky way to reanimate something.
I do appreciate that it's from any graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, your graveyard is looking pretty sweet, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'll just take that now.
Is that a big ass dragon? Hey, I'm gonna turn your dragon into a car, and then I'm gonna drive him around. But the fact that it doesn't have anything to do with the cost of the creature, it's just pay 2 and then tap 2 creatures to crew it. It's amazing. Like, it makes me so happy.
Does this mean if I kill your Voltron creature, I can then ride around in it?
Just without all the upgrades, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
I love it. Oh, and did you see the Academy Manufactor?
We're still in artifacts, aren't we?
Yeah, because there's cool stuff. Academy Manufactor for 3 mana is a 1/3 rare artifact creature assembly worker. And it says, if you would create a clue, food, or treasure token, instead, create 1 of each. Ah!
That's a lot.
I love the Academy Manufactor.
So how does that work with Gift for the Fae?
I don't know, let's go look. That's in blue, right?
No.
No. Green?
It's in... I thought it was in green. I've got the name wrong.
Fae Offering.
Fae Offering, yeah.
Okay, Fae Offering, 2 and a green, uncommon enchantment. At the beginning of each end step, if you've cast both a creature spell and a non-creature spell this turn, create a clue token, a food token, and a treasure token. I'm pretty sure you get 3 of each, right?
Yeah, you get the full 9. Yeah.
Jeez.
That's a hell of a limited combo. Because it says create a clue token, so you go, okay, if you would create a clue token, you get all 3. Blah. Okay, create a food token. All right, if you would create a food token, get all 3. Blah. And create a treasure token. All right, if you'd create a treasure token, get all 3. Blah. So you end up with a stack of 9 tokens, and the Academy Manufacturer is going... Is that all? You good now?
And you have lots of things for the chitter splitter.
Yes, you
He's
do.
not wrong. He's not wrong at all.
Turn food to acorn. Make more squirrels. Oh, Lord. All right. Now what y'all want to talk about?
Chitter Splitter.
What? No, we already did that.
I don't care.
Do you know there's a dragon in each one as well?
Each one what?
There's a dragon in each color?
Oh, the
Yeah.
Elder Dragons. Yeah.
Oh,
Those
yeah,
are
I forgot. We have Elder Dragons.
We do? I'm bad at this game. I missed that.
I spotted
Wait.
one in the Discord a long time ago. I didn't realize it was a full cycle. I guess they don't
No,
do
well,
Elder Dragons.
No,
I
it
don't-
isn't.
I just saw
I
a
don't-
regular
There's not a
dragon.
full cycle.
I don't see one in green.
Oh. Well, see, I hadn't
See.
looked.
We
I-
confused ourselves.
Look at Dark lying
See
to
it.
us.
See a dinosaur.
There are multiple dragons.
Okay, there's the Timeless Dragon.
Yes, we talked about that one
Yeah.
last week.
There's the Obsidian
The
Charmaw.
awesome looking dragon in blue.
There's a what dragon in blue?
Murktide Regent.
Murktide Regent. So wait,
That's a,
are there not Elder Dragons, or is there just the one or something?
there's just the one elder dragon. I got excited when I
Oh, okay.
that it was there.
Okay, what's a
My-
Murktide Regent? Oh, this card, yeah.
I don't know this card. Somebody else read it though, because I just read a card.
The Murktide Regent. For 5 and 2 blue, it's a mythic dragon that's a 3/3 that has Delve,
Oh God.
Ooh. Oh.
flying. Murktide Regent enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each instant and sorcery card exiled with it. Whenever an instant or sorcery spell leaves your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on Murktide Regent.
And apparently, the cards that you exile to. Oh, the cards you exile to cast it do count because it's in the paragraph right above it. Her.
Yeah. Reading is fundamental.
It is! But you don't have to take my word for it. Bump. No?
Nope.
I know.
Anybody remember reading Rainbow? You're all Philistines.
I've
remember it.
watched a lot of Reading Rainbow, but I do not remember all the specifics.
But yeah, Murktide Regent is kind of gross. It's kind of gross.
So
Cause
Yeah.
potentially you could exile 5 cards.
yeah. So then you're playing an 8/8 for 2 mana
And
that
then if
potentially
you-
grows.
Yeah, if you have other ways to, and it says when an instant or sorcery card leaves your graveyard. I know there are blue effects that are like, hey, rebuy your sorceries or instants back to your hand. That's counting as leaving your graveyard, is it not?
It does. It does.
Exiling from your graveyard, moving from
Shuffling
graveyard
into
to
your
the
library.
stack, getting shuffled into your graveyard or your library counts.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Note this. If your opponent has out a Murktide Regent, don't use Endurance on them, because you will die. Although I guess your Endurance could block it for a turn.
Yes.
And then you die.
And then you die. So yeah, Murktide Regent's pretty good. Alright, we
What's
had
another
more...
dragon? Dargons.
Yeah, we have more Dagrons anywhere. We read Archon of Cruelty, right? I know it's not a dragon, but it might as well be.
Yes, I think we read
I'm
Archon.
pretty sure we did, yeah.
Thought there was also a dragon in black. I guess I was wrong.
I'm pretty sure there was.
I was probably remembering the Archon.
There's a Nightmare Dog. Does that count?
No, I was wrong. There is not a black one.
Close.
Feels very upside down from Stranger Things here with this Hellmongrel.
There's a Sinister Starfish? What in the hell is going on here?
What? What?
Sinister Starfish is pretty cool. So, for 1 and a black, it's a 0/3 Starfish. It's common. And it has tap, Surveil 1. And as a
Oh.
reminder, Surveil is you look at the top card of your library, and you can either leave it there or put it in your graveyard.
It's like the dark version of the sigiled starfish.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Throw that one back. I don't like how it's looking at me. Ugh.
Did you guys see the new Magus?
The Magus of the Bridge?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's, I can't remember the card that it's referencing. I can see it in
Bridge
my head, but I
from
can't remember
Below.
the full
Bridge
name.
from below.
Bridge from Below.
Bridge from Below. Yeah, there we go. And there's a new Goyf.
I hadn't
That
seen
is-
a new Goyf yet.
Necrogoyf.
Ridiculous. Necrogoyf for 3 black is rare Lurgoyf. Its power is equal to the number of creature cards in all graveyards, naturally. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player discards a card.
Oh, wow.
It has madness of 1 black. And it has 4 toughness.
That's
only 4?
Yes,
Someone
Dirk.
punch him.
Ow!
It's my upkeep again. Guess I'll just discard this other Necrogoyf.
You're right?
Dirk doesn't like cards that force him to give up resources, even to his own benefit. Hey, Dirk, discard a card. It'll make your other stuff bigger.
Dirk's like,
Well, that's
I
not
will
the
kill
reason
you
why.
and everyone you've ever loved.
Yeah, that's actually complicated.
So is there like some kind of either cycle or incomplete cycle of cards that are named after mechanics? Because we have persist and we have suspend. And they do exactly what that mechanic does.
Let me guess.
Although-
Suspend is in blue.
Suspend is in blue, yeah. Persist
Yep.
for 1 and a black is a sorcery. Now here it has a little condition on it. It's a rare. Return target non-legendary creature or card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a -1/-1 counter on it. Now, persist, the mechanic doesn't care if the creature is legendary or not. I think it's just here to avoid this getting insane because it's a 2-mana animate dead. Which animate dead is 2 mana, right? But
Yeah.
But yeah, that's for balance reasons. So you don't go, oh look, here's my Gristlebrand. Nice game.
Yeah, persist is cool.
Yeah.
I didn't see suspend. What is...
It's in the S's in blue.
For a single blue, rare instant, exile target creature. Oh, and put 2 time counters on it. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend.
Yeah.
Okay, so this isn't exactly what I was expecting. This is a removal card.
Yeah. So it doesn't give a card in your hand, for example, suspend.
Yeah.
Did you see the Merfolk God next to it?
I saw it,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen what it does. So tell me what it does.
Okay.
It's
Mike, I can't
Svelian.
pronounce this name. Okay. So,
I think I've been mispronouncing it all this time.
Oh, how have you
go
been
ahead.
mispronouncing it?
I think I've been switching the position of the E and the Y, but so it's actually Zielen, it looks like. Zielen.
well, you start it, you finish it.
All right. Zielen of Sea and Sky. Those that don't know, this is the sea and storm goddess that the Vodalians worshipped.
See Svelianite Priest.
Yes. So for 1 blue, a 3/4 legendary merfolk god at Mythic, Zielen of Sea and Sky has indestructible as long as you control at least 2 other merfolk. Whenever Zielen attacks, draw a card, and other merfolk you control have Ward 1.
Remember Ward? That was
Yeah, we
Beaver's
said it.
dad.
Oh yeah.
It's actually a more recent mechanic. So at least to actually get, codified like this.
Yeah, they just introduced it. It was in the last set, right?
I think
Yeah,
so,
just
yeah.
Strixhaven. Mhm.
So that's pretty cool. Card drawing and making your other merfolk a little better and being indestructible. Yeah. Plus, she's pretty. What is that she's holding?
It's like
Appears to be some kind of a harp.
I was trying to figure out if it was an instrument or if it was like a water jug.
Yeah, and I'm seeing both of those depending on which eye I look at it with, apparently. So,
Ooh,
For it to me.
maybe it's like one of those. Is it a vest or is it a sweater kind of things?
yeah, is it a duck or a rabbit? Is it an old
Yeah.
woman or a young maiden?
Is it purple or is it not purple?
Is it black and gold or blue and I forget white?
Yeah, something like that.
What was the other one? The audio one.
Yeah, like are they saying, the
Oh
thing that
yeah.
it clearly is, or are some people insane and saying something else?
I can't remember what the two words were now, but
I don't remember.
okay. So we were. Oh! Best card name ever, guys. Go to black.
Damn.
Damn.
I know. I saw that. The first time I saw that, I
And-
just started laughing and laughing.
And it's also, by the way, a sick card. So
Yeah. So for black, it's a rare sorcery. It's called Damn. Well, no, it's called Damn for black. Destroy target creature. A creature destroyed this way can't be regenerated. Boom. That's good. That's good.
It is.
But it also has Overload of 2 white. You remember Overload? Overload
yes.
changes the word target to the word each. So now it says destroy each creature. A creature destroyed this way can't be regenerated. For 2 white. And it becomes Wrath of God.
Yeah.
So it goes from damn to damn if you overload it.
So, I mean, I just like when I saw this card, my brain just twitched a lot because usually I would expect the overload cost to be 3 and 2 white or 2 and 3 white or something, because there should be some cost to, putting this utility on here, right? There should be some cost. This is basically 2 cards stapled onto one. Instead, it's a, dare I say it, a better Wrath of God, which lately, like Wrath of God, they have downgraded a bit with like Day of Judgment is Wrath of God, but you can regenerate, which I realize doesn't come up a whole lot, but the fact is it's not as strong. Or they've made it cost more. Or
all of those are for standard legal things though.
True.
Whereas
But
this
still,
doesn't need to be like Damnation and Wrath of God already exist in Modern, so
true. But I'm just saying, and I still thought that Wrath of God was the gold standard, and here they're just like, if nothing else, this could go in your mono white deck as Wrath of God's 5 through 8.
yeah, if you need that many, it certainly could.
For some control decks, yeah. Or an Esper deck where they're running the one that can't be countered, the one with blue in it. If you've got the black, maybe
Verdict?
this straight up, Supreme Verdict. Maybe this replaces some other sweeper or something, because then you have the option of just the point removal. This is kind of ridiculous.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It also keeps it from being dead in certain matchups. Like, there's some matchups where you would side out your Wraths for cheaper point removal, or some matchups where you would side out your cheaper point removal for Wraths, or whatever. But now, you don't have to, because more options is more better. The Chewy School. So as a callback to episode 2 or 3, however many episodes ago, when we did the anyway.
Yes.
Hey Mike, did you see the card next to this?
Yes.
Jeez, bringing back these old mechanics.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this mechanic was already in Modern thanks to Time Spiral.
Yeah.
But so Dowthy Voidwalker costs black for a rare Dowthy Rogue, a 3/2 with Shadow.
Ah!
If a card would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, instead exile it with a void counter on it. You can tap and sacrifice Dowthy Voidwalker to choose an exiled card an opponent owns with a void counter on it. You may play it this turn without paying its mana cost.
That's a really neat effect.
It is.
I like it. I'm always a fan of playing with other people's decks. like
It's
shared
true.
fate. So yeah, this
So-
definitely appeals to me.
Mike, you want to tell the younger listeners what the hell Shadow was?
Sure. It was a variation on an evasion ability that was introduced in Tempest Block. So creatures with Shadow can only block or be blocked by other creatures with Shadow. So it's kind of like, every once in a while they print a creature with flying that can only block other creatures with flying. It's like that, except it showed up on multiple creatures across 3 different colors in Tempest Block.
Yeah, it was on black, white, and blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And how is it that you describe it, Mike?
Yeah, sometimes it feels like you're playing this. If both people have Shadow stuff, it just feels like you're playing like just kind of a smaller, dumber game of Magic on the side. Otherwise, if only one person has Shadow, then it's just aggro creatures that can't block and can't be blocked.
Yeah. For most intents and purposes, this card could just say can't be blocked, and it would be the same thing.
Yeah.
But put Shadow on it. Why not?
Yeah.
It's a Dowthy. But the ability itself is really cool. Not Shadow, the rest of the Voidwalker.
Yes.
The ability to just almost at will sacrifice it to snatch an opponent's card is just cool.
So I found the card with the best name in the set.
Okay.
And
Inevitable Betrayal. It's even got a guy shaking his fist.
Is that red?
It's great. No, it's blue. Chewy, do you remember Bribery?
I do.
So Inevitable Betrayal is one of those cards with suspend that does not have a cost. It has suspend 3 for 1 and 2 blue. So be exiled or exiled with 3 counters on it. And it's a bribery. Search target opponent's library for a creature card and put that card onto the battlefield under your control. Then that player shuffles. What they shuffle, I don't know. Maybe their graveyard, their library, their hand, their head. But I'm guessing their library. But Inevitable Betrayal. I like it. Again, I like playing with other people's cards. Because, why limit myself to 60 or 100 or whatever when I can have yours too? Oh, and the card next to it makes a crab, and I'm not really sure why.
It's a helpful crab.
Have you ever known a helpful crab in your life? They just kind of pinch.
Or brandish knives at you.
I feel like there's a story there. Did you have a bad experience at the Red Lobster?
There's just a lot of pictures of crabs holding knives on the internet.
Guess I'm not on the internet enough, or maybe it's better that way.
It's better that way, yeah. Hard evidence for a single blue is a common sorcery. Create a 0/3 blue crab creature token. Investigate. And the flavor text is how you know it's a helpful crab. It says, the investigator felt a pinch on his ankle. When he looked down, something glittered in the sand. Yay, helpful crab. He's like, ow, you little best. Oh. That's such a great card. It's a sorcery that makes a crab. Like, this could easily be a single blue for a 0/3 blue crab when it enters the battlefield. Investigate. But that's not as funny.
Yeah. And, being a non-creature spell makes it do all kinds of other neat things with other cards in this set and other cards in the game.
It's true. I like it. We had a request to read Break the Ice like a long time ago.
Yes, we did. So Break the Ice is a slightly more fair sinkhole It's a uncommon sorcery for black. Destroy target land that is snow or could produce colorless mana. But it also has overload of 4 black, meaning destroy each land that is snow could produce colorless mana.
That seems pretty good.
Yeah,
Like narrow, but
yeah, I
but
mean,
meaningful.
you can destroy every land that could produce colorless. Not to mention snowlands.
Hmm.
Is Dark Depths a snowland?
It is a snowland.
thank goodness. Weren't we looking at dragons earlier?
We
We
were.
were. We got off track. We stopped right before we started looking at red.
That sounds about
Red
like
won't
us.
have dragons.
Okay, there's an Arcbound Whelp with fire breathing. That's modular too. All right.
Did you see the root walla that's in red?
I love the root wall in red.
Oh, it's not a dragon, but why don't you tell us about it real quick anyway? Because it's
Okay.
awesome.
The majestic blazing root walla costs 1 red for a 1/1 lizard. It's uncommon. You can pay a red. Blazing root walla gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Activate only once each turn, and it has a madness cost of 0.
See, you said the majestic blazing root wall, so I scroll down to the M's and I'm like, what are they talking about?
But it is majestic.
It is majestic.
Look at that frill.
They named it wrong.
Yeah, it should be named the majestic blazing root wall, damn it.
The art on it is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Did Dirk get quiet? Dirk got quiet.
A little bit.
Dirk, you okay?
All right, I have my mic down lower.
Oh, okay.
There, I
Okay,
fixed it.
you're normal again.
But like if we didn't read the card and we just got the art, that could be a burn spell. Like that lizard could be going, "Oh God, I'm on fire!" But clearly, because it's on this card, this lizard is clearly like, "Don't mess with me, I will burn you." And he's so cute. Look at him. Oh, freaking root walla. Did you see the new Bloodbraid thing?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's right next to
yeah.
the root walla.
Yeah, I did see that actually. So.
Oh, yeah, well, what's it do then? You're so smart.
All right. So for 1 in a red, it is a 3/1 human berserker. It is rare. It can't block. Amazing. Now,
Totally a rare. I nailed it.
it has a delirium ability, meaning that it has something extra when your graveyard has 4 more card types in it. And here it says specifically delirium. This spell has cascade as long as there are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard, which means that there have to be those 4 more types there when you cast this, because cascade is when you cast the spell, you exile cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-land card that costs less than this one. So in this case, 1 mana or less. And again, non-land. You may cast that revealed spell without paying its mana cost, then put the other exiled cards in the bottom of your library in a random order, and then you finish getting the Bloodbraid Marauder, which a 3/1 that can't block for 2, super aggressive. It's kind of interesting that there's this tension where you kind of just want to play it on turn 2, so you've got a 3/1, but you don't want to play it on turn 2 because you want to hit Delirium. I feel like this is a combo card.
Yeah, or it's one of those things where it has a certain value in the beginning of the game. It has a certain value later in the game.
Yeah. It's a thing that I say a lot. I love it when they come up with ways to make cheap creatures matter in the later game.
Yeah,
Like,
because
one of
here it's
the-
like on turn 2, it's just Bloodbraid. Marauder. It's just a 3/1.
Yeah.
On turn, 5, it might be Bloodbraid Marauder and a Lightning Bolt, and a Goblin, or something like that.
Or a Root Walla. Yes.
Or a Root one, yeah.
The first card I remember saying that about was, I think it's called the Dragon Master Outcast.
Mm-hmm.
Like the 1/1 for 1, and then later in the game it does something.
Yeah, if you have 5 or more lands, it makes dragon tokens. Are we thinking of the same one?
If you control 6 or more lands, you get a 5/5
Okay.
at the beginning of your upkeep. Yeah. But yeah, this is one of the first cards I remember going, wow, look at that. They found a way to make a stupid 1/1 not stupid when you play it on, turn 10. And I always appreciate, design decisions like that. So good on you, Bloodbraid Marauder. Good on you. Okay, we had more dragons, damn it. We keep getting off on the dragon, or getting away from the dragons.
But look at this other thing. I don't know.
There's Obsidian Charmaw.
Which
Colors
apparently
that,
that's
right?
the only one left, because that's the one that I found when I was scrolling up from green.
So for 3 and 2 red, it's a 4/4 rare dragon. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each land your opponents control that could produce generic mana.
Colorless
Right.
mana.
Colorless mana, sorry. It has flying. When Obsidian Charmaw enters the battlefield, destroy target non-basic land and opponent controls.
Does this... There are a bunch of cards in this set that just feel like middle fingers to Tron. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
It's like, oh, did you get turn 3 natural Tron? 2 mana 4/4, blow up one of them. the tower, clearly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. There's a monkey pirate here.
There's a monkey pirate!
There is a monkey pirate. Have you seen this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then what's it do?
What? I just read a card.
Oh. So this is Ragavan, Nimble Pilferer.
Now,
For a
why
cent.
do we know Ragavan? That was a token, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That
The
somebody
Sky
made.
Pirate made it like every time she attacked, you got a free Ragavan token, right?
Something like that.
Something.
Mhm.
Yeah. And look at the filigree on the ship. It definitely looks like it's from not
Kaladesh.
Kaladesh. Yeah, Kaladesh. Okay, I told myself that wasn't right. So here we've
Wait,
got
was
a
that
monkey pirate
Kaladesh?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh.
with the Inventors Fair and all that good stuff. So for a single red, it's a 2/1 legendary monkey pirate. It has dash of 1 and a red, which, since we've got all these other abilities here, as a reminder, that means you can cast this spell for its dash cost. If you do, it gains haste, and it's returned from the battlefield to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. So it just rushes out. Well, why would you pay more for that? Because it gains the haste and then flies back to your hand like a safe little monkey. When Ragavan deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token and exile the top card of that player's library. Until end of turn, you may cast that card. Because he steals it. But
I
even
love
if you
it.
don't cast it, it's exiled.
I love
pretty
that Wind
good.
Gatherer is broken. There we go. Kari Zev
There you go.
made a legendary 2/1 when she attacked. And he popped out, tapped and attacking, and then he exiled. Yeah. And then this guy is a 2/1. Hey, look at that. That makes treasure.
And
Oh,
steals
it
stuff.
steals something and makes treasure. Excuse me. And I really love that it has dash. That's nice. Yeah. He's a happy
Did you
monkey.
see the Minotaur with the really loud flavor text?
I did. Mycroft always points out when there's like the obligatory Minotaur per set, he calls it. The Scophos Reaver. For 2 and a red is a 2/3 common Minotaur warrior. As long as it's your turn, it gets +2/+0 and becomes a 4/3. It has madness of 1 and a red. And the flavor text is all caps, kill! Kill for Mogus! So clearly that's coming from, damn it.
Theros.
Theros,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. I like how the rest of the set is fairly whimsical. Yeah, there's some like deadly stuff, but it's like, kind of fun and playful. And this guy is just like, blood for the blood god. I'm like, okay, okay, dude.
There's a card called
the
Unholy
room.
Heat.
There is.
Yes.
Why? It's not bad either.
Mm-hmm.
For a red, it's an instant that deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. It's common. But if you have Delirium, it deals 6 damage.
Oh God, read the flavor text.
The devils use fire. Why shouldn't we? Okay, damn it, that's funny.
Okay.
I like red having Delirium as a graveyard thing, because it's not like graveyard manipulation, which doesn't make as much sense for red. It's just like, I've done a bunch of stuff and there's cards in the graveyard. I should get a reward for that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're in red.
Yeah, we are.
You talked about like hate cards, like for Urzatron.
Yeah.
And, I am not sure what is going on when they've decided to print Flame Blitz. This is insane. This
Okay,
is
what's it do?
insane. For a single red mana, just 1 red, it's an enchantment, uncommon. It has cycling of 2 mana, who cares? At the beginning of your end step, Flame Blitz deals 5 damage to each planeswalker.
But you've missed the most important part of this card.
It has Travis on it.
It has Travis on it! Good old
know.
Travis the Cursed!
But, jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that it's a do-nothing card in some matchups, in which case the cycling is very much appreciated. But for 1 mana? And
Yeah.
you're going to play it and then pass. It's going to trigger and 5 damage. Like, were Planeswalkers a problem in Modern? I don't follow Modern, but this feels like...
Nobody has followed Modern for a year and a half, so no one knows anymore.
But this feels like a hell of an overcorrection. Jeez. And yeah, poor Travis. But I saw 5, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, that'll outright kill a lot of planeswalkers. I think Teferi people had started to become sick of Teferi again, as
Like you do.
yeah.
Didn't he get banned in Modern?
I thought he just got banned in like Pioneer or Historic or something that I don't understand.
Okay, hang on. Modern. Oh no, that's this year. Hang on, scrolling. Modern. Arkham's Astrolabe, no. Modern. Once Upon a Time, no. Oko, Mox Opal, Mycosynth, no. Ah, here we go. Hogak and Stonefort, no. Oh, maybe not. I think you're right. I think he was just banning all the stuff on Arena. That's better that way. All right. Chat has also pointed out that Kaleida Scorch is another great name. And yes, it is.
Is that in red?
Yeah,
That's
for
also in
for
red.
1 in a red, it's an uncommon sorcery that also has flashback of 4 in a red, and it has Converge. Remember Converge? I don't, but it deals X damage to any target where X is the number of colors of mana spent to cast the spell.
It's from Fifth Dawn, I think.
So you can do 2 mana, 2 damage for 2 mana at first.
I think no, Converge was from Battle for Zendikar or Oath of the Gatewatcher, one of those. I think you're thinking of first, Brian.
Yeah.
Sunburst, yeah, that's right. Okay. They're pretty similar, so.
But, yeah, you could do 5 damage with a flashback if you Wooburg it. And since Domain is one of the things in the set, that's pretty neat.
Is that a Lotus Cobra being blown apart?
Maybe? No.
I don't know. No, I think it's just a snake.
So you said there's an Elder Dragon in the set. Have we covered it already?
I don't remember, because I can't remember what it is. Hey, Mike, can you say the card again in case anyone missed it from last week?
We're talking about the dragon, right?
No, the name.
The one that only you know how to say.
Oh, sure. Asmar Namartikadestina Koldakar.
Yes.
Thank you. I just needed that in my life right there.
Okay.
Okay, so the Elder Dragon is Piru. I don't think we talked about this last week.
We did not.
We did.
No. Dirk, tell us what it does.
Peru the Volatile.
Ooh.
For 2, red, white, black. Is an Elder Dragon that's rare, legendary creature that's a 7/7 with flying and lifelink. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Piru the Volatile unless you pay red, white, black. When Piru dies, it deals 7 damage to each non-legendary creature.
I like this card.
I like the callback to the original Elder Dragons. That's cool.
Oh, wow. I didn't put 2 and 2 together that
What?
it has lifelink.
Yeah.
That dies trigger. Wow.
Yep.
Isn't that gross?
Man, that's awesome.
So it weakens you down, and then it destroys everything else out of spite.
Chasms of dueling
Deal 7
energies
damage
course
to each
within her.
non-legendary creature.
Okay, let me try that again. Chasms of dueling energies course within her. Buh.
There's a planeswalker here that wasn't here last week.
Oh yeah, the Gaia
Gaedron Dahada?
Is that how you say that? That sounds right.
Wow. So I'm just gonna read this straight up because like fresh. So for 1, a blue, a black, and a red, Grixis colors. It comes in with 4. It's legendary planeswalker Dahada. It comes with 4 loyalty. It has protection from permanents with corruption counters on them, which is not something we've seen. So it's got to be something that she, I think that's a she. Grants. +1 loyalty. Each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Put a corruption counter on up to 1 other target creature or planeswalker. It's pretty good for a +1.
Yeah.
-3. Gain control of target creature or planeswalker until end of turn. Untap it and put a corruption counter on it. It gains haste until end of turn. I get that. I'm going to take it. I'm going to smack you with it. And now it can't hurt her. -7. Whoa. Gain control of each permanent with a corruption counter on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Seems pretty neat.
Definitely has ways of protecting herself.
Yeah. While she's slowly building up. Yeah.
And protecting herself permanently from things.
Yeah.
Not just 1 per turn.
Yeah. I think the only danger is you're like, okay, I'm going to play her and put corruption counters on your biggest stuff. They are still free to hit her controller as much as they want. So they're gonna be like, okay, I guess I know where I'm aiming these now.
Guess this is going face. Oh crap.
Didn't think this through, but if they leave her alone, then you get them. So yeah, I like this. Mike, you know more about lore than we do. Is this somebody we've seen before?
From what I've been able to gather, she's connected story-wise to Dekon Blackblade. Like, she's the demonic influence in his life. But I don't know the whole story.
Okay.
I mean, you can tell she's a badass because she has no pupils. She's got that weird gray skin color. She's got tentacles beside her and a dragon flying around behind her, and there's no greenery on any of the trees. So clearly she's bad.
Yeah, I think those are tentacle legs because they have a gallery of the art cards too, so it has the full art, and so she has tentacle legs.
Oh, she has
Kinda
tentacle
Tevesh.
legs.
Yeah, kind of like Tevesh Zot. Mm-hmm.
That's not.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not weird at all.
Tevesh Zot had tentacle legs too, I think. No, yeah, Tevesh Zot.
Yes? No? Yes. What?
Yes. Sorry, I almost got Tevesh Zot and Leshrac mixed up.
Oh, don't do that. They don't like that.
No.
There's a card two above this one called Dahada's Ploy, and it looks like it's referencing Dakon. So that definitely feeds into that theory. I guess I'll just go ahead and...
Someone put the stupid purple thing on my forehead. Get it off.
Does this, make my head look fat?
Yes.
For 1 a blue and a black, it's an instant. It's common. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. You gain life equal to the number of cards you've discarded this turn. That's interesting. Jumpstart ability. You may cast this card from your graveyard by discarding a card in addition to paying its other costs. Then exile this card. So, just gonna throw this out there. 6 mana. You draw 4 cards, discard 2 cards plus the card for the jumpstart, and you gain some amount of life.
It would be 4.
Yeah, that is some amount, indeed.
Because you discard 1 and gain the 1, and then the next time you would have discarded 2. So 2 plus the one you've already done is 3. So it's 4 total.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
That math adds up.
If you do them both in the same turn. Which,
Right.
surely you've got better things to do with 6 mana, but hey, you might not.
I mean, just based off of this 1 card alone.
Okay, we have the best possible pacifism spell I've ever seen.
Okay, what's that?
It's called Captured by Lagax. Lagax? It's in gold. It's
Okay.
those big lizard things. What are those things called? How do you say that word?
Lagax. That's what I would say.
Lagax? Okay. So Captured by Lagax. For 1 a green and a white, it's an enchantment or enchant creature can't attack. The enchanted creature can't attack or block. But when Captured by Lagax enters the battlefield, you support 2. Which means you put a +1/+1 counter on up to 2 target creatures. But there's a reason you can't attack or block. It's because a bloody big-ass lizard snatched you up and ran off. And that makes Chewie happy.
I mean, that's a pretty darn good excuse. I would totally call in to work if that happened to me,
Oh, totally.
if I could reach my phone.
Oh, that makes me happy. There's something else earlier, like in red, I think, that I was like, oh, we got to talk about this. And then...
The whole set is here. Like, this is just crazy. Like, chitter spitter. You know? Like, what?
Great, now I got to edit.
Callbacks. all of the callbacks. Just all of them.
Oh, did you see Goblin Trap Runner?
Goblin Trap Runner. No. I'm assuming that's in red?
It is.
Okay.
This feels like a Mike O'Brien card, but I don't know which one.
Well, I'm still looking for it. For some reason, I can't spell. So, Mike, if you're there.
All right. Goblin Trap Runner.
Oh, it's G's. Okay.
For 3 and a red. It's a uncommon goblin. It's a 4/2. Oh, he doesn't have a job. I wonder why. Whenever Goblin Trap Runner attacks, flip 3 coins. For each flip you win, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token that's tapped and attacking.
That's totally a Mike card.
Yes.
I don't flip coins very well at all. The flavor text.
Yeah, the best trap runners know exactly where to step. The others do their best.
And you look at the background of the art, and there's the 3 tokens that he makes, and they're having varying degrees of success.
Now, if you scroll down to Tavern Scoundrel in red, there's more coin flipping. For
So
1
this
and a
guy-
red, it's a 1/3 human rogue that's common. Whenever you win a coin flip, create 2 treasure tokens. And you can pay 1 tap and sacrifice another permanent to flip a coin. So you're gambling. You can sacrifice a treasure to potentially get 2.
Yeah. There was a black creature similar to this that you tapped it and paid 3 life to flip a coin, and if you won the flip, you gained 6 life. So you always.
Tavern Swindler was horrible.
I've seen it played on Arena in life gain decks. That especially the ones with the legendary creature that when you gain life, target opponent loses that much life because that 6 is huge.
Okay.
But so this reminds me of this, but it's interesting that its activated ability is just flip a coin, where you don't even have to really activate that if you have other ways, like the Goblin Trap Runner, of flipping coins. Because he doesn't require you to flip a coin for his ability. It's just whenever you flip a coin at all. Which I think I pointed out last week, Chance Encounter is in the set. So, lots of coin flipping. There was something I saw that I thought was interesting. So, back in... What was the set that started with a Z, but it's not in Zendikar? It's Pirates. It had dinosaurs and pirates.
You mean Ixalan?
Yeah, this doesn't start with a Z at
Yeah,
all. But yes.
Zixalan. Yeah. The Z is silent, so it's Ixalan.
There was, I looked this up, and there was one of those double-face cards that was Vance's Blasting Cannons, and it was one of those enchantments that then flipped into a land, and it required you to cast 3 spells in a turn to flip it. And here we have Captain Ripley Vance. So for 2 and a red, this is a legendary human pirate, uncommon, 3/2. Whenever you cast your 3rd spell each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Captain Ripley Vance. Then it deals damage equal to its power to any target. That's a lot of damage. You know, granted, you have to cast 3 spells in a turn, but still.
Okay, I just pulled up the full art for this because I thought something was up with her eyes.
Okay.
There's the link for you guys. Let me get this over on the screen for the chat.
Oh.
Yeah, her eyes are glowing. Like orange. Like fire. What was that? Fire! Boom!
Must be all that, that gunpowder.
That will
Captain
irritate your
reminded
eyes. It's
me
true.
of, Who was the planeswalker? Who was the torch juggler?
Did you say torch juggler?
Yeah. Who was the planeswalker? There was the red planeswalker who would juggle things. Or in the art was juggling things. It was a little kid planeswalker.
Has Dirk lost his damn mind?
I'm not sure.
His
Like,
description his description feels familiar, but
I mean, I could think of like Rakdos cards where there's juggling, but I don't know of a planeswalker. Tybalt doesn't really juggle. That's like the closest I could think of. Where are you going with this, Dark? Tell us where you're going.
The art of the character reminds me of that planeswalker.
Okay, I've searched for red
I'm
planeswalkers.
not getting there.
Okay,
Starcon
none of the red
doesn't
planeswalkers are juggling fire torches.
It was a rare then. No, I swear it was a planeswalker.
Chandra has, fire around her hands in like every piece of art, but she isn't really juggling any of them.
I mean, maybe when she's bored.
Google image search for
Domri.
planeswalker does not.
Domri
Domri.
Rod. He doesn't.
I swear there was one where it's his pre-spark card. Because didn't he have a rare? Didn't he have a card where he was all? It was a red card where he, like his pre-spark card before he became a planeswalker, maybe.
Did he? He wasn't in Origins. I'm searching for Domri.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm learning how to use Scryfall.
No, I only see planeswalkers for Domri.
Well,
Yeah, but I get why the art makes you think of Dom.
because there's a little kid and everything. That's what that just reminds me of.
Okay.
This has been a random Dirk tangent.
It has been.
You are welcome.
Don't be, encroaching on my territory. You can get random, just don't get too random. Purple Monkey Dishwasher. So,
Anyway. Yay, Ripley Vance.
Yeah.
Wait, did we actually read the card? We did, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you read it while I was looking it up. Okay. I really like what she does, too. Not just that it's a callback to that, but she's pretty badass.
Yeah. 3 spells is a lot every turn.
Not if you cheat somehow. Not like cheat. Like, getting banned from Magic kind of cheat. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I swear there was some other card. Did we read Profane Tutor, by the way?
I don't think so.
Not yet.
It's a demonic tutor. With Suspend 2.
There you go.
Search your library for a card, put it in your hand, shuffle, and it has Suspend 2 for 1 and a black. And no mana cost. So, nice and simple, but still very cool. Holy crap, Kitchen Imp.
Woo!
That's where my brain went to.
So, Kitchen Imp. For 3 and a black, it's a
I'm sorry.
2/2. It's a 2/2 imp with flying and haste. It's common. It has Madness of a black.
Oh, sorry. It's got haste and evasion for 1 mana.
Yeah.
That's a big discount.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And it's common? Buh. But yeah, the the kitchen fire thing. I did not expect at all. Do
You're
those still
welcome.
work? Baby whale.
Oh,
Baby shark.
Doot 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 doot.
Demonetized.
Demonetized. Not because of any sort of copyright thing, just because of disappointment. Oh my god, there's more crabs. They're scuttle-tied in blue. What?
yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, for 1 in a blue, it's an uncommon enchantment. You can pay 1 and discard a card to get a 0/3 crab token. And for Delirium, crabs you control get +1/+1 as long as there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard.
That's amazing. Huh.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
look at... There's a card named Vermin Gorger.
That, okay.
It's in black.
I would hope so.
For 1 in a black, it's a common vampire. It's a 2/2, so it's a bear, but it's a vampire. And it has tap, sacrifice another creature. Each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life, which is fine. It's a common creature. But it's a vampire dining on rats. And the flavor here is interesting. Once, vampires ruled this world, commanding the fear and respect that befit our noble blood. Have we truly sunk so low? Soren Markov. So I'm not sure, because we have stuff from all over the timeline in this set, right? Like, if we've got Dakon, unless he's back, some of this takes place in the distant past.
Mhm.
So I'm not sure, is this a reference to modern times, since Avacyn was destroyed, and Avacyn, Soren created to keep the balance between humans and vampires and monsters. And one would think without her gone, the balance would shift back toward humans being preyed upon. But the vampires were also, dealt a pretty heavy blow by, being in a wall, being like part of a house, like interior decorating from, what's her name? The Lithomancer.
Nahiri.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, like, is this maybe... I'm curious where this card fits on the timeline. And we're going back to Innistrad in a couple sets, so everybody just like, rats now.
See, Brian went to, like, magic lore. I went, this is a reference to Interview with a Vampire, when Louis decided he didn't want to kill people anymore.
I had that thought too.
And Soren Markov was playing Lestat
Lestat.
and going, you're
Yeah.
such a bitch.
Yeah. I had that thought too, but I kind of kept it in Magic.
What? Look at the card right below.
Young Necromancer?
Yeah, but look
she's
at the art.
Is that Liliana? Look at the headdress.
No, it's someone pretending. It's a Liliana fangirl, kind of like how young Pyromancer
Oh, like young
Oh my
Peasy.
God.
Okay.
Boy. Yeah.
Oh.
That's amazing. Because young
She's the
Pyromancer is,
president
in
of-
fact, a Chandra fangirl. Fanboy. I forget what the art looked like.
Fans person.
But this is the president of the Liliana fan club? That poor child. Do you have to kill your brother to join? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, that was dark but hilarious.
What's this even do?
Oh, God. For 4 and a black, it's a 2/3 uncommon human warlock. When young Mancer Necro... Dermotaxi. When young Necromancer enters the battlefield, you may exile 2 cards from your graveyard. When you do, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. And the flavor text is the best. Who needs imaginary friends when you've got dead ones? Oh. It's a Liliana fangirl. That makes me happy beyond all reason. Dirk was thinking of Madcap Skills.
That's what's his face juggling fire.
Is that Domri?
Yeah.
I always took that as a Rakdos person.
Yeah.
It's just a random Rakdos guy. But I see where you're going. Why you thought of that now. Dirk has spent this whole time just searching through red cards. That's why he's been quiet.
You know.
And then rather than say it to us, he
when I
typed
looked
it in
up
the chat.
where Domri was from, I'm going, it's got to be in the same set as him. And it's a gate crash.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm like, it's got to be Domri because it's in the same set.
Lord. But then he typed it in the Twitch chat instead of saying it to us or putting it in the Discord chat.
Well, you know. Because there were people who were like, "Is this what you're thinking of?" And so that's why I put it into Discord chat, or not Discord, but chat.
Chat.
That'll be another card at some point. Chat.
I hope so. Oh, did we talk about Unmarked Grave?
I don't think we did.
Unmarked Grave is hilarious. For 1 and a black, it's a rare sorcery. Search your library for a non-legendary card. Put that card into the graveyard and shuffle.
Again, like Persist, no Grizzlebrand. Stop.
Stop. You are not cute. And did you see Tragic Fall? I just read that. That's cool. What is that referencing?
That's Tragic Slip.
It's like a combination of Tragic Slip and Last Gasp.
Okay, what's it do, though?
So for 1 and a black, it's a common instant. Target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. Okay. But at Hellbent, meaning if you have no cards in your hand, that creature gets -13/-13 until end of turn instead.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Every final journey begins with a single misstep.
So Tragic Slip, I swear there's something. The fall part of this is another card. I swear.
Maybe.
Like you said, Last Gasp, and my brain went, yes. Wait, no.
Yeah, I just got that from the -3/-3
Yeah.
mana cost, but maybe
Tragic Slip was -1/-1, and
yeah, or -13 at Morbid. Was it Morbid?
Was it Morbid? I think it was Morbid. Tragic Slip. Yeah, Morbid. Good memory, Mike. Oh my god. Glimmer Baron is adorable.
I love the costume.
Yeah. Because the Gilder Baron was dressed like a frog.
Yeah.
And now the Glimmer Baron is dressed like a flutterby.
Yeah.
For a green, it's a 1/2 oof that's common. Sacrifice a token. Glimmer Baron gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Tricks and treats, souls and sweets, unwooded path, whom shall we meet?
Is it going to eat that deer?
I hope so. What was that, Dirk?
Did we ever go over the Archon of Cruelty?
I think so. Because I asked that earlier.
I know
No,
we
I'm not
mentioned it.
Well, let's do it again then. Just in case we missed it last week. What's it do?
For 6 and 2 black. It's a 6/6 Archon that's mythic with flying. Whenever Archon of Cruelty enters the battlefield or attacks, target opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker, discards a card, and loses 3 life. You draw a card and gain 3 life.
You know, I don't know that we did cover this. And hey, it's not legendary.
Hey!
That's a reason why it's expensive.
Okay. hang
Yeah,
on.
but I'll pay 2 for that. Sure. Persist.
Hang on. There are 18 Archons. All of which have white in them. They're either mono white, or green and white, or black and white, or blue and white. No red and white. Because screw you. Yeah, this is the first non-white Archon.
I wonder
They
where
usually
exactly
fly
this is from.
lions, don't they?
It's something like that.
Yeah, often.
There's there's several on like birds and griffins and a weird flying stag thing and a Pegasus. I don't know what the hell that is, but it's terrifying. A flying cat thing. I had more different flying. That's a wolf thing, I think. Oh, the Celestial Archon is on a flying bull thing. That's nice. The Guardian Archon looks to be on a flying owl thing. Several of them are on flying tiger things, though. Or the Ornitharch, which is on a flying chariot. That's why you're only uncommon. Anyway.
I wonder exactly what's going on with Archon of Cruelty, because it has that very Bolas horns looking formation in the background.
Yeah, apparently it's hanging out in the meditation realm, is that right?
That's as far as I can figure.
Or would it be on freaking the place where
Amonkhet.
Do what?
Amonkhet.
Yeah, because the horns were visible.
Yeah. It was, but it's just like the fell beast that it's riding doesn't seem very Amonkhet related.
It doesn't.
Amonketish.
I don't know.
Please excuse Mike, he's munching on stuff while he talks. Because we're professional here.
Sorry.
Man's gotta eat.
Ashley gave me some chocolate, so I took it.
Damn it,
Oh,
Ashley.
that is the appropriate
What is
response.
What is this Archon referencing? I thought there was one that said what does this say? When it enters the battlefield or attacks, but I'm not seeing...
I mean, it's like a callback to the Titans, but...
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I could have sworn there was one that said enters the battlefield or attacks, but none of the ones that I've found here say that. And I did a search for Archon, so... Alright then.
So,
Did we
this
talk
set's pretty nutty. Go
Did
ahead.
we talk about Resurgent Belief? I don't know. Did we?
No,
Resurgent
we haven't
Belief.
gone through all of the. We haven't gone through all of the suspend only spells.
We haven't?
I don't think so. I know we talked about the green one, and we just talked about the blue one, and we briefly talked about the black one. I can't remember whether we hit the red one in the previous episode. Yes, we did. Okay, so we only haven't talked about the white one.
Oh, okay. Well, what's the white one do?
All right, so Resurgent Belief. It's a rare sorcery. It's white, no mana cost, but it has Suspend 2 for 1 and a white. Return all enchantment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. So, kind of like Gaia's Will, you're setting yourself up for something really big, but it's not going to be coming as a total surprise to your opponent. They have a short window to do something about it. A very short window, since this is only Suspend 2.
Yeah.
Yay! Suspend Replenish.
Yeah.
Mike, there's a challenge in chat. Random Keho threw 100 bits and says, "Can we have Mike say the name 10 times back to back?"
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Take
I'll
a
have
deep
to
breath.
count on. Yeah, I'll have to count it on my. Oh, in one go. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to get ready for this. I'll have to count it on my fingers too, so I don't lose track. All right. Whew, okay. Asmarina Marta Catastina Coldicard, 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 Asmarina Marta Catastina Coldicard.
Nailed it.
Holy crap.
You are not human.
You are
I've
not
always suspected,
human.
But
I can't say words with 3 syllables 10 times in a row without screwing them up.
hey, Chewie, stay
No.
prismatic.
What about acetylsalicylic acid?
Acetylsalicylic. See, I can't even say that one once.
Salad.
Oh, like a Caesar salad? That's what it sounded like. I don't really like Caesar salad.
What is wrong with you? It is clearly the dominant form of salad. It is like the final evolution of salad.
You're gross.
Right.
Clearly, potato salad is the final evolution, and that's why all salads must die. I mean, what? Sorry, I got a little carried away there. And Random KO threw another 100 bits. All right, somebody out there, it needs to become a patron for that. Damn it, that's amazing. Like, I'm just saying. Acetylsalicylic acid, is that right?
Acetylsalicylic acid, yep.
Okay,
That's
acetylsalicylic acid. Acetylsalicylic. I can't do it.
You'll be okay.
Seminiferous. 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 I lost count, but I think that was like 6. Seminiferous. That's 5 syllables. See, I can do that one, but I'm hearing Beavis and Butthead say it in my head. That's why I can do it. So... Anyway, are we done?
But yeah,
Probably.
I feel like we've hit the best stuff.
Probably. There's almost certainly more stuff that we could talk about that would make us go, whoa, but There is a Floodhound in blue. He's a good boy. For a single blue, it's a 1/2 elemental dog. And you pay 3 and tap to investigate. But he's an elemental dog, so he's not a bloodhound. He's a floodhound. He's investigating. Get it?
Yes.
I think he's awesome. Oh my god. While Mom and I were on the way back today, we saw a license plate in front of us that had what I think was just good life advice. Mom was like, is that somebody's name or something? I was like, no, it's life advice. And that license plate said, Pat Dog. No? I thought that was good life advice. Screw you guys.
Sorry, my connection cut out. I didn't hear what you said.
Son of a whore. I said, the license plate said Pat Dog. Isn't that good life advice? Did we lose the other two? They're completely silent.
No, I'm still here.
Okay, Brian doesn't like to pat dogs, even though Brian owns how many dogs?
2.
Brian, you're terrible.
I scratched them under the chin.
And Dirk,
So
and Dirk just hates animals. Got it. Okay.
I don't eat animals.
Pat Dog.
Okay.
I really hope that wasn't like a tiny spider. I don't think it was. I think it was dust. I don't know why the hell there was suddenly dust falling from up above onto my keyboard, but occasionally tiny little spiders, like little, I call them corner spiders because usually I see them sitting in the damn corner, like in a corner of the room, and I'll be like, "What?" and get a napkin and smash it because spiders must die, like the potato salads. But every once in a while they will just drop from the ceiling, just right here in front of me, in front of my face on the desk, just like right above my keyboard, and I'm like, that's not funny. And then I get a napkin and kill it and be like, okay, now it's funny. But I'm pretty sure that was just dust. I don't know where it came from, though, and that's disconcerting in a whole different way. That means there's something up there that's moving the dust around. It's probably a spider. Anyway, this has been a Chewy Tangent. Pat Dog! Where was
boys,
Travis?
Travis was on the
Flame
fiery.
Blitz. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just happy that Travis is back, and he's still having terrible luck. By the way, the flavor text on Flame Blitz was, "Blast it, not again!" Because Travis. Where was he? He was from...
He was from...
It wasn't a standard set.
I think it was a core set where they had the curses.
I thought it was a commander set with curses.
Maybe it was, yeah. I knew it wasn't like an expansion set.
Yeah, it was not a standard legal set, I don't think. Damn it. It was a commander deck cycle. Okay, thank you. Yeah. But okay, so Travis is back, and that's really all that matters. I mean, honestly, that's the most important thing in this set. Let's be real.
Yes.
All the other callbacks are neat and all, but Travis. It's okay. Shall we wrap it up then, dorks?
I think so. I've got some work to do tonight, so I'm going to go and sign out. But I am going to say that the set looks crazy. And I'm looking forward to being able to play Paper Magic at some point. Maybe with these dorks. Maybe with other dorks. Maybe with people that, don't know their dorks. I don't know. For my personal life, everything's okay. And I'm hoping to see 2 of these guys on the internet on Saturday, if it all works out. Yeah, all of a sudden I kind of hit the wall, and I'm sorry about that. But this has been fun, and I've really enjoyed talking to you guys. But I think it's time for me to go while I still can see my fingers in front of me and type up a motion real quick. So everybody have a good night and be safe and all that good stuff.
Night, B.
Good night.
Be nice to each other.
For my final thought, because of the teacher work, like we have a really weird testing schedule and everything, and so for the past couple days, I've not had any students. I haven't had to give an exam. Now tomorrow I will be in the hallways, sort of helping out and everything, but the past 2 days I have had nothing to do. So I've been on YouTube and found a couple of really cool channels, and one of them had to do with people with ADHD. And there are times when you self-diagnose yourself and everything, and I don't think I have it, but I think I have tendencies of it occasionally. And so it's been interesting kind of going through and watching videos where they describe it and everything. And so that's sort of been what I've been doing. And then it's the channel I was watching was, oh god, what was it? It's something like, I can't remember what the channel is now, and that's killing me.
Steve's YouTube channel.
So the one channel is Technology Connection, watching that, and the other one is How to ADHD. That's the other channel. So it's those 2 channels that I've been watching. So How to ADHD, the person who runs it, she has it, and she has it enough that she talks about it and goes through little tips and all that. And so I've been finding that interesting. And then the Technology Connection I ran into today, and it had to do with electricity, and he goes into it in a very amusing way that just makes me just laugh and giggle as he's going over and explaining things, because he is very much in the same vein as us when it comes to, here's this topic, but things are silly and weird, but that's off topic. Let's get back on topic, kind of thing. I'm getting there. So But yeah, that's my final thought for today is that I've been hobnobbing on YouTube and everything, and these were two channels that I came across that I have been thoroughly enjoying watching as of recently.
Nice.
And with that, I'm also going to head out because I have to go to work tomorrow.
Okay. Night, Zerg.
Good night, everybody.
All right, Mike.
All right. The reprint choices for this are really interesting. Some of them there are a couple where I was like, are you sure that's a good idea? But there are others where it's like, that'll make things really interesting. Like, I'm really interested about Mishra's Factory. Mishra's Factory, and like seeing Cabal coffers next to it also makes me think of a weird standard deck that I played for a while. It was mostly mono black with a splash of red. It was just like a bunch of removal and removal and some draw effects to keep my hand full, and then the threats were like Mutavault, Haunted Plate Mail, and a couple of mana rocks that could turn into creatures. And seeing Mishra's Factory here makes me think about that again, especially alongside, Cabal coffers, because Urborg, has been in Modern for a while. I could try that again with just mono black, like be relying on Mutilate and Languish for mass removal and a bunch of point removal and other black cards. My Cabal coffers could help me make extra mana alongside Urborg, and Mishra's Factory could be the threat. And maybe I could put a couple Mutavaults in there too if I think the mana base could support it. And I'm still going to try out Haunted Plate Mail because, dang it, if anyone's going to do it, I'm going to do it.
That's accurate.
And I think that would be interesting to try again.
Neat.
But yeah, otherwise things have been, fine. Busy with work. There's probably, I think, there's something that I should catch up on also after the show is over, but I don't think that's going to be too much longer where I'm having to keep doing stuff like that. So that'll be nice when it finally ends.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting sick of you being worked to death.
Yeah, same. Yeah, that's it for final thoughts.
Fair enough. Well, I don't think I have much to say either, honestly. I lost the last several days starting with basically I lost the last week. Yeah, starting with Friday up until today, I was pretty much wrapped up in family stuff. I guess I had Sunday. Yeah, because I left Monday morning. So other than Sundays, ever since we did the show last week, I haven't really had a chance to get any work done. So I'm still working on finalizing the script for the announcement video. I like the way, and then two of the dorks, I asked, hey, could you guys read this? And then two of the dorks said, I was looking at that yesterday when I poked them about it today. I'm like, sure, you both were.
Oh, I didn't say I was looking at it yesterday. I said I read it last week and then haven't been able to come back to it yet.
Oh, you did, didn't you? Okay.
Yeah.
So Brian was like, I read that yesterday. It's just, I didn't read it real close though. Okay, sure. Just say you didn't get a chance to read it yet. It's fine. But yeah, I'm trying to get that finalized, and then I think I've got all the assets I need for all the jokes I want to make. I just have to actually record the damn thing and then put it all together. But I'm working on it now that I'm back. Anyway, I'm working on it, and I'm very excited. So yay! And then after that, I'll, start on the actual MCU videos.
Yeah.
Eventually. But now I have to go to Patreon. So go to patreon.com/themanapool. Sign up to become a lifeguard, and you can watch all of these videos first and offer feedback. And also the early access stuff for other stuff and odds and ends and all of that. So, and the sponsorship shout out. So let me thank, hey, it's a new month. Cool. So are all of these, yeah, this is all good. Okay, here we go. So how about in this order? I would like to thank Connor Kennedy, Violet Moon, Al, Team Hellas Are You, The Beast Father Aaron Goodwine, Stan McGonk, Scuzzo, PJ McMullen, Beardy Man, John Parker, Jason Kaus, Casey, Jeff Spencer, Jake Jansons, Mr. Dr. Lewis, scrolled, Jason Doan, Andrew Hunt, Kim Ho, Cody Buckowing, ALK Alters, and Aleph Cat. Thank you all so very much for your support, and to all the lifeguards at every tier. I love you so much. And yeah, with that, we'll be done. Hopefully, now that all of this other assorted family nonsense is coming to a close, with the exception of having to go back during when the house actually closes, this should all be done. And I'll probably end up going back with Mom then, too, and be gone for another 2 or 3 days at the end of the month. Probably. Because I'm a good son like that. But hopefully I can get everything back to normal and get back to work, and it'll be awesome. Yay! Get back to streaming and stuff, and I'm very excited. So, thank you all so very much for joining us. And, Travis is back! Yay!
Yay.